Don't they look just alike? They're the same height and all. One's just voice is just higher than the other. You know what I'm saying? One's more famous than the other. Okay. There was some speculation about whether or not Katt Williams had a brother. So, of course, we had to ask the people in Hollywood that bring the dope allegedly to the parties. So we're gonna let them tell you, okay? Then we're gonna get into our wine. Let's get it like here it go. Just wino. Okay, good. He being a daddy right now. I was only scheduled to do one, which is A1.
It's coming.
But Ray J popped up after the TMZ tour. Is that you?
This is a big demo that works for that. Shout out to
Is that your baby, your firstborn?
Shout out to Lemmy.
Listen, we got Tasha K exposing Katt Williams, y'all. Sound effect. Okay, it's a lot. His brother, whatever the case may be, is going up. They're talking about childhood abuse claims. They're talking about adopted sons, mysterious circumstances, R. Kelly type claims. R. Kelly's.
Oh no, you can't be serious.
Crazy.
That is some bullshit.
Family lives
right there.
and motivations, and there's a lot of things that's going on right now. But you listen, we ain't here to judge. We just here to get to the content and see what these claims are, right? So salute to everybody on Go. I'm Uda. Make sure y'all all dropping a like. Make sure y'all all subscribing to the channel. Turn the notification bells on to make sure you're notified.
There's a new one. Is that? So let me ask you something. Now, you were pissed off at me a few years ago about that Summer Buddy thing. So I interviewed Katt Williams' brother yesterday, Steve Williams. Have you ever met Steve Williams before?
I gotta look at him.
He looked just like Katt.
Yeah, I gotta look. I don't recall Katt like having a brother.
There you go.
I can't say that's my nigga, but I've seen him and we all said what's up and party together.
Yes. Okay. Ray J, is it true your mama and Brandy don't fuck with you? They swear Brandy can't stand you. They say you ruined the brand. Is mom and dad and sister proud of Ray J?
If they not, I am.
Oh, don't cry, Ray. Don't do that.
I'm here for you as a brother.
Don't cry.
Is it me or do Ray J get weirder as the days go on? That ain't the same man that was spinning in the rain talking about one wish, homie. This is a different man, son. He look weird as the days go on. Let's continue the thing, though. Y'all drop likes. Y'all hit the poll. Salute to everybody.
Somebody get this man some tissue. He really crying for real.
I think, I don't know what button you touched when you said Brandon.
Oh my God. I did not know. I literally pulled.
All right, let's pause this for a second.
Okay.
Can we stop this?
Yeah, we'll pause.
Please.
We'll pause.
Thank you.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.
Let it here it go. So here's the thing, because I just wanted to dispel that rumor. And, you know, pulling a background report on Katt Williams is really easy to identify who his siblings are. That's the easiest thing in the book. Now, the nature of their relationship, of course, siblings do have issues. One is more famous than the other. And so you can say, you know, there's a clout chase here. I mean, whatever it is you want to say, you're allowed to say it. You know, I don't care. I don't block. The wino is always right. Y'all are the customers. I'm not finna play with y'all. I'll stay how I feel and be like, y'all ain't finna. But at the end of the day, you're going to think what you want to think. You know what I'm saying? And I know there was a lot of people announcing, I'm unfollowing, this is it. And no cat slander allowed. We talking about kitty cat slander? Or who we talking about? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I've had so many calls. I'm telling you, today I was on the phone. It was like me and several bloggers. And the amount of information that we were getting daily, I don't think y'all are ready for this. Just like, y'all. Here's what I'm going to say is that, you know, I don't have any intention. Like these stories, I do not go looking for these stories. They come to me and they have to have some credibility to them in order to make it to my platform. Now, do we take fuck shit sometimes? Absolutely. You know, but when it comes to things that are a reputational risk. You know, we're not playing with nobody like that. And like I said, we were fans of Katt. Because there are people that are contacting bloggers that don't even know Steve with similar information. I said, how are these people? You. And so, like, you know, I do ask you guys to just you don't have to believe it. I don't want you to believe it, but you know, just put it in the back of your mind like you always do, you know? Like you did to Gina, like you did the R. Kelly stuff. Like, just put it in the back of your mind, hold it there for a rainy day. And when you need to come back and pull some shit to put some shit together, then you could be like, okay, I see it here. You know what I'm saying? And so I just want to say this, and like I said yesterday on Shoot Your Shot, confusion, and you know, I'm not a Christian, but I do believe in truth. I believe in God, okay? But I'm not a Christian. Here's the thing. There are several scriptures in the Bible that I've read. I grew up under the Baptist church and everything like that. And there's one scripture in particular that, and I can't remember the scripture. So my preachers and my pastors, my bishops, my first ladies in the chat, my Bible readers, okay? The devil is the author of confusion. You ever heard that before? The devil is the author of confusion? What'd they say? The devil lives in confusion. And they create confusion. That's why idle mind is the devil's playground, because you're confused. And I do want to say this, that when you watch this interview tonight, it's going to piss you off. I'm not even going to fucking gap, okay? It's going to piss you off. You're going to be mad at him. You're going to be mad at somebody. Because it's going to rattle your nerves in ways that you may even turn off the interview. I don't know. I just know that when I tell you to just keep your mind open, if it's a lie, it's a lie. But when things start to unravel over the next couple of months from multiple bloggers, it's not just me, okay? So it's not just me. Steve is his brother. Steve is his baby brother. Steve has a story. Steve was courageous enough to finally come out and say something. There was a man on Katt's team that was unalived by Katt's bodyguard. His name was Reggie Carroll. And I know there was video footage put out that, Reggie Carroll somehow was waving a gun on camera. But my thing is, if this was in fact self-defense, which Reggie's body was found, he was an employee of Katt on Katt's property that Katt rented in his company's name, and his body was found days later. And I don't talk about death, but I do have to. You know, when people get wronged in ways, it's kind of like you got to say something, because if not, things will get buried. And the issue that we have here is that if it was truly self-defense, why wasn't the police called when it went down? Hey, there's a man outside with a gun. Why was he found the next day or the days after and he was shot by your bodyguard? That works for you. And Reggie works for you. And as a boss, you as the employer, and you've known Reggie a long time, why haven't you as the boss said condolences to my friend, my fellow comedian, Reggie Carroll? There's a lot of people that are angry about Reggie. A lot. And it's kind of
It's a lot. You know what I mean? R.I.P. to Reggie Carroll. There's a lot speculating around Reggie Carroll's, his untimely passing. You know what I mean? We understand that a suspect in arrest, a man named Trinell Marquise Williams, age 38, has been arrested and charged in connection with Carol's unaliving. That's one thing, right? And he's also alleged to have served as security guard for Katt Williams. Some reports say that the ooting occurred at a residence on Burton Lane, which is connected to Katt Williams' merchandise operations or property used as a merchandise store. And after the ooting, Katt Williams' merchandise store in that same area was served with an eviction notice citing criminal activity, shooting associated with the premises. The shooting was associated with the premises, and what the authorities are saying about Katt Williams' involvement now, because everybody could speculate, but we need to understand what the authorities are saying about this, right? So what the authorities are saying, the DeSoto County District Attorney stated that there is no indication that Katt Williams was physically present at the ooting or had any direct knowledge or his involvement with the ooting. All right. The DA also noted that the suspect and Carol were reportedly roommates. Okay, so Trinell Marquise, the person that they named as the suspect, was 38 years old, right? They said he and Carol were reportedly roommates or living together in the same residence at the time of the ooting. So at the time of the shooting, they were roommates, and the shooting is still being treated as an isolated incident. Authorities have not confirmed any broader conspiracies or motives involving other parties. Now, there's a lot of speculations. It's a lot of rumors. You know what I mean? We'll get into some of those if we want to get into some of those, but, you know what I mean, we don't really have to deal with the speculation and the rumors. You know what I mean? That's what got us here, and that's what got some of these videos like Tasha K is making as well. But what you think about Katt Williams? You know, I think Katt Williams is a person that, you know, he always lived on the edge, so I think he's a person that always stayed in the tabloids, always stayed, you know what I mean, on the sites and the big blogs and stuff like that for many reasons, whether fighting with a young kid or whatever the case may be. I also think that since his interview with Shannon Sharp, where he was trying to expose in things and it went viral, and which led to a viral culture of people trying, artists, celebrity type people as well, exposing people trying to get fame. So that kind of led to some of that right there. But maybe people want the same for him, to expose him now even much more since he went viral. So if you agree with some of that, let me know. Let's get back to Tasha K. Let's just see what she's talking about. Salute to everybody. Make sure y'all all dropping likes. Make sure y'all all subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bells to make sure you're notified when we dropping.
Like, you done fucked wrong one. And, you know, shout out to Katt's brother for reaching out and for correcting some information that we had gotten. But I do want to tell you, and I'm going to end with this. The devil is the author of confusion. And when I sit here and tell you with everything in me that out of everything that I've gotten on these celebrities, Diddy, according to his own team, is better than him. Kevin Hart is better than him. Jay-Z is better than him. Harvey Weinstein is better than him. Bill Cosby is better than him. Corey Holcomb is better than him. This is, when I tell you, you can say, oh, this is a conspiracy. The big people are angry. And it's like, who was angry? Because I don't remember him coming at no white people. He only came at his fellow black comedians that have worked hard. And yeah, they may have done drugs and cheated on their wives and stuff like that. But the things that are, when there's a dead comedian that was loved by all the comedians, and there's some adopted kids. I just want you to hold this. There's 7 adopted kids. Have y'all ever seen the kids? Before we get over to TashaKLive.com, in 2 minutes, this interview is going to be live.
We're going to pause there for a moment. All right. I never seen the kids. Katt Williams speak about his kids. Remember, he was talking about he was going to court. He trying to take his kids and all type of. Katt was very vocal about this. We never seen the kids. Is that a bad thing or a good thing? knowing that industry, he got kids. Obviously, he got these adopted kids, so he can't be just lying about this, right? We've seen worse, so we've seen people lie about some stuff. But I don't know if he's really lying about that. I think Katt got a big heart. Anybody that speak about Katt Williams always talk about him like this. Many of people. You know, money ain't everything. Because a person to give you money to try to make you be cool with them. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the ancient days, they clipped their friends and people like that because of obligation. You know what I'm saying? So a person to use money to get you obligated. So we understand that, right? But I'm just talking about as far as a gesture goes, many celebrities, entertainers, comedians, many people like, yo, artists too, like, yo, Katt Williams popped up at my show, you know what I'm saying? And he sent somebody to me, you know what I'm saying? Or Google the stories, bro. I could pull them up right now, bro. Mad people. I was shocked to see these things. Just randomly seeing one person, I'm like, oh, like, oh, another person, like, yo. And he sent some bread for them, or I mean like 10K or whatever he sent for them. And he wouldn't want it back, and he didn't come and give it to you. He like made somebody come bring it to you in a way. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's a person with a big heart. So, you know what I'm saying? So I could say that he probably does have the 7 kids. You know what I mean? But living in that industry right there, seeing some of the stuff that he done went through in the media eye and all of that. Come on, bro. If you're able to even keep your kids private, and if these kids ain't speaking out against you, kudos to that, bro. I got to say kudos to that, bro. For real, son. For real. For real. I have to, bro. I can't take away. I don't know the point that Tasha's going to make, so I'm going to listen to what point she's going to make. And I'm not taking away from nobody's point, but I'm just saying. He said that he adopted these kids. If this is true, which I believe it to possibly be true, I believe it to be true. We've never heard from them. Nobody ever lashed out against him and called him this, called him that, right? And he was going through court battles, and we never seen the kids. Your kids getting online, it'd be a whole circus, a whole media circus. So do you think that we should have seen his kids, or is it okay that we don't see his kids? You know what I mean? And sometimes we keep something private. Nowadays, we live in a digital world. We live in a social media world, so it's less private. More of our lives is being placed on TV screens, is being placed on front screen now. Back time, we used to hold back more, right? You had to go outside and become who you are. If you were shy, you had to get around people. Nowadays, people break through being shy by being online and talking with people, gaining a following of supporters, and now you're not shy no more. You see what I'm saying? We went through a manual time of growing up. Right now, it's more automatic. You feel me? So in this automatic time that we're living in, this digital time, is it okay, or should we all think like this? Should we hold back some things from this internet? Because we know that the internet is a whole devil. We know that it is, bro. You see what I'm saying? So should we hold back our children or certain things from this internet? That's a question that I'm posing to all of you. Trust me, because we've seen it. If you've been online, and if you're a content creator, if you've been in some of these chats, or if you've been in certain sectors, then you know, son, it's doxing going on. People is doxing you. People's doxing your kids. People's doxing your kids' daycare, your kids' school. People is doxing your job. People is calling your job. People is getting you fired. People is going through your life. People's going through your record. People going through everything in life, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if you got many things to hide, the internet is not the place for you. You know what I'm saying? Because it will come to the forefront of whoever we are, bro. It is going to come to the forefront. But should we hold back more from this internet, especially our children, when we're dealing with this beast right here? All right? Because we know that the internet never lies. I mean, never fails. It always wins. You know what I'm saying? It always lies, but it never fails. It just always wins somehow, some way. It gets everybody. So salute to everybody. Let's get back to Tasha. Let's see the point that she's going to make as far as the kids go. You know what I mean?
Angelina Jolie showed her adopted kids. Shows off her adopted kids. Michael Jackson showed his test tube babies.
Yeah, Mike went through some stuff too. All of them went through some things, but Katt Williams ain't them type of people though, bro. They on a bigger level. It's different. Katt Williams more accessible. You know what I'm saying? He's more accessible, bro. He's not at that height. You know what I mean? Those people they got bread that they could get out the way. Mike and Madonna and all these big names. Angelina Jolie. Some people adopted these kids for certain reasons. You know what I'm saying? They adopted kids because they wanted the look. They got a black baby and all of that. So we don't have to get into that because you know that's a fact, bro. Some people adopted for different reasons. See what I'm saying? So we can't compare the water to the wine, bro. You know what I'm saying? In certain situations. So I can understand the point that she's trying to make. Because we did see Blanket. We seen, you know what I'm saying, Angelina Jolie's kids and many other people's kids. But again, does that mean just because somebody else is showing their kids or doing something else on social media, does that mean that you have to? And for Katt Williams to be as famous as he is, as long as he is, and I haven't seen no pictures. So if you've seen some pictures, let me know. Get in my chat right now. Let me know, bro. Just let me know so I can know. But I never seen his kids. You know what I'm saying? I ain't go looking for them either, but he's a big celebrity, bro. We don't have to look for nothing. We seen everything. TMZ, everybody catch everybody. At one point, he was going through big court cases, screaming online, bugging online with the permed out, shermed out hair, going off, bro. You remember? People like, yo, he high? Is he on the skis? Remember you was asking? People was asking, was he on the skis? But we never seen the kids, right? Is that a bad thing? Is that a good thing? No, I think it's a good thing for him, bro. To maintain that long and people don't know your kids or see your kids, kudos to you, bro. Kudos to you, bro. Because that game is a beast, bro, and they don't let nothing private. You remember Eminem singing, I can't even go to the bathroom without taking a piss and my daughter, I'm eating and dancing, I'm not with the friends thing. Remember? He was like, he can't even take a piss, homie. Trying to eat with his daughter. He can't even take a piss, bro. They is on his kofi. They on his bumper, bro. No matter what. They on him. You see what I'm saying? So he's not that at that height, but that could become a circus and you could be in a fishbowl, bro. A lot of those celebrities want to be you and me. Sad to say, it might be whatever you think it is when I'm saying it. Yo, a lot of us want to be these celebrities since young or old, whatever. We got people that we aspire and we look up to, right? And they're famous people. At the end of the day, we all got 24 hours in the same day, and we all got a chance to get to a point. So just always remember that even if we thought we messed up, we missed opportunities, we forgot about things we used to do, we could get back. As long as we got breath, we could do it. But when you really think about it, though, let's get back to Tasha.
Where are the 7 adopted kids? Where are they? You never seen them. But I'm here to tell you, you have seen them. They were right there the whole time and you never knew. And when I tell you guys, listen, and it's not just me, so like, they can think, oh, it's only coming from Tasha. No. No. This is from the people. I'm, a lot of people say, oh, be careful. Guys, I give you, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and end this interview and head over to TashaKLive.com. Katt Williams' baby brother. This is just opening the door.
Is the doors open? I don't know. They trying to time to the Reggie Carroll thing, though. You know what I'm saying? That's a nasty one. You know what I'm saying? That's a nasty one. We got a guy named Billy Sorrells, and other comics are calling for answers. Now, comedian Billy Sorrells made social media posts demanding that Katt Williams explain why Reggie supposedly was unalived at a property associated with Katt. Sorrells asked questions like, tell us why Reggie Carroll was unalived at your house. He also alleged that there was a cover-up about the identity of the suspect, Trinell Marquise, whatever his last name is, 38 years old, and about whether the crime happened at Katt's property and why no one intervened. Alleged family or professional connections as well. Some rumors claim that Trinell Williams, the accused, may have family ties to Katt Williams. However, no credible evidence has emerged publicly confirming that. Since the suspect was reportedly working as Katt security, the connection is a fueling speculation. Now, the location and the property of the involvement, like I said, it happened at the Burton location. The fact that the unaliving happened or is alleged to have happened in a location that's tied to Katt's merchandising business or property he owns or uses gives room for the theories that the entire incident is more than just some random act. Now, the eviction notice on Katt's merchandising premises citing criminal activity which was the Uten, has added fuel to these theories as well. Why the silence? Some are questioning why Katt Williams has not publicly addressed the incident more forcefully. The silence is being interpreted by some as an admission or being complicit, although that speculation right now is just all speculation, you know what I mean? So, you know, I think it's a serious situation, you know what I mean? You just don't want to go just talking off the cuff about something like this. He hasn't been pointed out by them people and to say, yo, look, you got a role, you got direct content, you was there, contact, you was there, you know what I mean? So what people are saying is just speculation, you know what I mean? You know, the voices can get loud, even for us on our level, in our own little bubbles, in our world that we live in. The voices could get loud too as well. And some of us always tell ourselves, yo, we gonna chime it out. Nah, I'm not trying to pay attention to that. You know what I mean? They talking, son. You know what I mean? It's nothing. But sometimes we find ourselves getting into, yo, what you doing? And getting it in with people, bro. Even though we say we not going to. You know what I'm saying? So right now, we haven't heard him say anything. I don't know what his alleged involvement or his role in this, whatever the case may be. I would think he probably had love for the brother. But at the end of the day, we just going to leave certain things to speculation. And we just going to follow the story and just to see what happens and see how it all turns out. Again, I did a poll. And do you think that Katt Williams is a top 5 comedian of all time? You know what I mean? That's a big thing. We have a lot of great comedians, all colors too, not just black people. Many great comedians, all walks of life, that came through and did their thing. You know what I'm saying? Do you think, as far as stand-up goes too as well, do you think that he's a top 5 comedian? You know what I mean? So if you weren't here live with us and you didn't see the poll, that what the poll question was, do you think that Katt Williams is a top 5 comedian now? Salute to everybody. Like I said, we will be following this story. I have a lot more content. I just did an upload that I want y'all to go check out. Diddy was crying on the phone with his daughter Love. Dana Tran put him on the phone after the sentencing. He got a chance on a Sunday to speak with his daughter on the phone, and I want you to go and check that video out. It's a short upload, about 10 minutes in my upload section. Make sure y'all checking the upload section. Make sure y'all dropping likes on all the videos and all the short sections, dropping all of that. I haven't been live as much. I'm working more on doing more uploads and other content and things that I'm creating behind the scenes. I have a lot of videos and different people that I'm bringing to the channel, and I'm recording some of these lives with these people, and I'm going to upload them. Nick at Night is one of the great people. That's going to be one of the first people to come on the channel, and we're going to do some great content as well. Speak about a few things. I do want to get her take on the Diddy trial and a couple of other things, especially us ping-ponging from New York to LA. As you can see in this channel, in my bio, this channel is a New York to LA podcast. I've lived on both coasts, and for me, you know what I mean, being on both sides, I see that a lot of times we make the differences about our sides, you know what I mean? But being on both sides, not to say I know everything about LA, I don't, but living there and being on both sides, I see more correlations, you know what I mean, than differences. I just see more correlations than differences. Sometimes we only going to pick at what's the difference about each other, sometime about our way of lives, our religions, whatever. We're always going to pick out something different about it. But for me, I just like to look at the similarities and how do it correlate, you know what I mean? Because whether it's something positive, whether it's something negative, it all correlates somehow, you know what I mean? So for me, I just like to stick to that. So yeah, man, let me know what y'all thinking. Y'all get in the comments. Y'all make sure y'all subscribing to the channel. Put the notification bells on. A lot of people are not getting my notifications because, you know, YouTube's, you know what I mean, they tend to slow it down. Our channel's grown a lot, you know what I mean? We've gained about like 6,000 like the other days or so. We gained a little bit more. So we at like 25 or 26 now. So thankful to God and Jesus for that. And, you know what I mean, hopefully we continue to grow. So no matter what they can do, just make sure that y'all dropping likes and doing what y'all need to do. Make sure y'all sharing the videos. Tell a friend to subscribe to On Go. And make sure you unsubscribe, subscribe back, and hit the notification bells on to all if you're not getting my notifications. Ooda, ooda, ooda.